Good day, boys. Good day, girls. Good day to all the third graders. Okay, now our lesson is about a new story. This story talks about what? Can you predict from the picture? Yes, we can read the title. I can know from the title and I can know from the picture. The title is very clear. Two bad ants. So, and the picture also I can see two bad ants, two black ants. So I don't know if they're bad or not. When I read, I will find out. Okay, and some sugar, pieces of sugar, some sugar crystals. So what happened we will see in the story. Now let's talk about the genre of the story. First of all, the genre. The genre is animal fantasy. The genre is animal fantasy. What is the meaning of animal fantasy? It's about animals, and it is a story with animal characters that behave like humans. They talk, they behave like humans. They may talk, they may wear clothes, okay? What is unusual about these ants, okay? Of course, we will see when we read the story by Chris Van Allsburg. The author is Chris Van Allsburg, okay? Now, our skill for today, the skill that we will learn how to apply in Two Bad Ants, the story Two Bad Ants, is plot. The plot is the important events in a story. This is the plot. The plot is the important events in a story. The important events in a story make up the plot. Okay, what happens in the story? All the events in the story, this is the plot, okay? All the acting or all the actions in the story, this is the plot. This plot has beginning, middle, and end. The events, the actions, okay, starts in the beginning, and then it has a middle, and then at the end of the story, it ends. The events end, right? So this is the plot. What is the meaning of a plot again? The important events in a story. The important events in a story. All the events in a story, this is called the plot. All the acting, all the actions in the story, this is the plot. All of it. But we divide it into beginning, middle, and end. Now, the second element that we will learn about is the theme, okay? The theme is the big idea. It is the big idea of the story. It is the main idea of the story. It is the lesson that we learn from the story. It is the lesson that we learn from the story, okay? So this story has a theme, and we will learn it when we read the story. There is a lesson, and we will learn this lesson after finishing the story about the two bad ants. The plot has three parts, okay? We organize the time order of the plot into three parts. We have beginning and middle and end. Beginning, middle, and end for each story, okay? We have a beginning for the actions, then we have middle, and then at the end we have the final end of the story where the actions end, okay? So now how many parts for the plot we have? Three. What are they? Beginning, middle, and end. Three parts of the plot. Each story must be divided into three parts, beginning, middle, and end. Now, what is the beginning? The beginning is what happened first in the story. The beginning is what happened first in the story. Now we have a story with three pictures. We will make it very short, and let's introduce which one has the beginning, which picture has the beginning of this story. Of course, all of us know this story. Yes, the beginning, when Goldilocks went inside the bear's house and ate baby bear's oatmeal. This is the beginning of the story. This is what happened first. Now the middle of the story. Again, back to the story. The middle means what happens next in the story. What happens next in the middle? Look at the three pictures. Which one is in the middle of the story? What happened in the middle of the story? Yes. The birds came home and were very surprised. So they found someone was there. They found some food on the plates and somebody messed with the plates. and they were very surprised. End. Beginning, middle, end. Now the third part is the end. End means what happens last in the story, the final thing that happens at the end of the story. This is the end, okay? Look at the pictures. What is the end of the story? Now, what happens at the end? Goldilocks woke up and ran away. We don't have details in this story, but we are putting it to divide into three parts: beginning, middle, and end. So the plot is all the events in the story. We divide it into three parts: beginning, middle, then end. Also, we learned about the theme, which is the main idea, the big idea, the lesson that we learn from the story. These are two elements that we must learn and apply on the coming story, Two Bad Ants. And Goldilocks story is just an example. Okay? Thank you so much for your time. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you so much.